Okay, this is kind of a test run on a little stove I made. Craftsmanship's kind of crappy on this one, but I've made several other little stoves, penny stoves, and the inverted can tops pushed down, the little jet stoves. I made those, but this is my first attempt at making one of the similar to what Stove Man Dan Zelf makes, the Venom stove, where you do the rollover, roll the can back on top itself, and then fill this with the fiberglass. I'm using some fiberglass cloth that I got from the auto parts store. But this is one of those Team Realtree Outdoors energy drinks, Blaze Orange. The thing fits almost perfectly as a pot stand for the honey pot, and I'm sure it will with the Foster's pot as well. I want to give this a test to see how it does, and if it does, I may try to pick up a few more of those bottles and make a little nicer looking one than this one. But this one's going to work for a test run, and we'll see. I'm going to put about 3/4 of an ounce, roughly, of fuel in here. I probably ought to run it with an ounce, but I have about 3/4 in this bottle, so we're going to just try it with 3/4 to start with. The lighting's kind of poor out here on my back porch, but we'll give it a shot. You probably hear the dogs barking in the background. It's Halloween night, so the kids are all out trick-or-treating. But while the kids trick-or-treat, we'll do a stove test. Makes sense, right? Kind of turning this around as I put the fuel in, letting it soak down into the wick. See if this is going to do good. I haven't tested to see just how much it will hold as a max amount, but we'll see if I can keep from making too big of a mess. Might be about full. Yep, I think we got it about full. So it won't quite hold 3/4 of an ounce. So next go around, might try to roll it over a little bit taller, but wipe off some of the alcohol so it won't burn too bad. Okay. Alright. Let's give this a shot. We're starting with 56-degree water, 2 cups, and a honey pot. Let's light it up, and we'll put since it is outside, I'll put a windscreen on it. Help a little bit. A little bit of a windscreen. That's not much of one, I don't guess, but I don't know if that, you can still see the thermometer, but we'll give that a try and see what we get. And let's start the timer. Okay, got the timer running. And we'll let this go for a few minutes, and I've got one of Zelf's stove similar to this, and it works pretty good with the honey pot and the Foster's pot. But I like to tinker, so I figured I'd give this a shot myself and see what I come up with. So, and I like the size of this. This can looks like it's gonna be just the right size for a Foster's pot, or a honey pot. So we'll let this run for a few minutes, and come back with you. Turn the camera off, and I'll come back with you in a few minutes when it gets close, and we'll see how it does. All right, we're at 193 temperature-wise, and 6 minutes 58 seconds time. Seems to burn. Maybe a little bit of wasted heat around the base, so maybe I need to pull the wick down, push the wick down in there a little further. to keep it from running up the can quite as much. But like I said, it's the first one I made of this type, so we'll keep testing and see what we come up with. But starting to see a little bit of steam rolling out the top, and hearing it sounds like it's starting to bubble. The flame's starting to die down, so I may not quite get 212, but we're at 206 on 3/4 of an ounce, and 7:49 on the time. 208. We're gonna be close. 209. Hasn't burned out yet, so maybe we'll get a rolling boil. It's a little bit of a breeze out here, so that may be having a little bit of an effect, but I'm gonna call it good as a rolling boil because, yeah, it's rolling. And we're at 211. And still got a little bit of flame left, so there it is. So we hit 212 before flame out. So 3/4 of an ounce roughly. Looks like it's almost perfect as far as getting a boil tonight. It's about 65 degrees outside and a slight breeze. So hey, I don't guess it's too bad for a first test. So we'll tinker with this a little more, and hey, might find another stove to play with that I like. So thought I'd share that with you guys. Y'all have a good night. Thanks.